backswing. He wanted to make sure his ball position was correct for the path and the.
But he said he played everything off his left.
He did, but he also knew his golf swing. He slid into the golf ball.
Yeah.
He had a lot of slide and a lot of reverse pivot.
Right.
And he wanted to fade it. He wanted his pathway left. So that's why he had the ball forward. I don't want you fading it. That's why I got your ball back. Now, there's your problem. Why is the ball going to the right? Because you're sliding in front of it. Why are you sliding in front of it? Because your upper body is moving forward with your lower body. Your lower body's got to move forward and your upper body's got to stay back. That's what we got to work on this winter. I got to get you on the K-Vest, and I got to get you working on this. I'll charge you very little money to come out here in the winter because I don't have any business anyway. But you got the desire to play better, but that has got to be gone in your golf swing. We can't have you sliding forward because here's why. This is what you've done to de-loft the club and hit the ball farther. Subconsciously, you figured it out. I can hit it farther if I slide in front of it.
Oh, I see. Yeah, I've always had that look.
And you're not a big caster. You got a little bit of a cast, but you're not a huge caster. Now, what you don't have is any separation in your backswing. What I want to do in your golf swing, your hands are out of position there. They're too close to your head.
Right.
Your hands need to be deeper and lower.
Okay.
I want your hands over here. I want you to practice getting your left arm more across your chest and lower. Now, that'll make you hit the ball with a draw. You say, well, wow, that looks way over the top.
Yeah.
It is. It is steep. It's steeper than it should be, but it's not because of your swing. It's because of the position of the club.
So it's my backswing.
It's your backswing and your downswing. You got to eliminate the slide. Here's why. When you start to shift your hips forward and tilt your upper body, what is that going to do to the path of your hands?
It's going to drop them.
Correct. Correct. But you're doing this.
Right.
So that's what we have to change.
But, I mean, you're not saying I should be doing this.
Yes, I am.
You are saying it.
Yes, I am.
Okay.
I want to see you not slide your head in front of where it started. Can you keep your head behind that line I drew?
I've tried that in the past, and it's very tough for me to do.
Yeah, well, you can't do it at speed. You got to spend 20 to 30 minutes doing the movements in slow motion, and then you got to hit a ball 50 yards with a wedge and see if you can keep your head behind it. There's nobody moving in front of the golf ball.
Oh, I know. And I've gone to the range with my camera and tried. And
No, that's not what you do. You got to get in front of a mirror. You've got to practice the movements an hour a day before you ever even go to the range. There's 4 levels of learning. It's called unconscious incompetence. That means you don't even know what you're doing. Then there's conscious incompetence. You know you can't do it. Then there's conscious competence. You're aware that you're doing it correctly. Then there's unconscious competence where you're at mastery. That's where I'm at. I don't even think about my golf swing or even practice my swing, and I still can play. All right. So that's the first thing. So just remember, we're gonna get your path more inside out. Is it harder to fix a backswing problem than a downswing problem? What do you think? No. 3/100ths of a second from the top of the swing to the ball. You can't even control it unless you're a tour player. The backswing is 6/100ths of a second. You got more time to think about what to do. So it's easier to fix a backswing problem. Does the backswing equal the downswing? It will. If we can get your hands in a different position, your path will be more from the inside. Is that going to make you hit it farther? Probably not at first because you're still thinking. You're in a thinking stage. But your hands are out of position there.
so why does my whole upper body move?
Why?
It seems like it's the only way I can get the club.
Because, as I indicated before, it helps you de-loft the golf club. And you figured out, hey, I can hit it that way, but you will hit it to the right. There's,
I can hit it to the left too.
well, but my point is, you're now using your hands. You've got to figure out how to get the club face square with your hands.
Right. That's correct.
Yeah. So the first priority 1, is we got to change the backswing. Priority 2 is we got to work on the downswing movement with K-Vest, which I can do with that right now. In 30 minutes, we can get this. Now, I'll at least be able to give you a feel. But I want 30 minutes of practice at home. Door frame, forehead. Shift forward. Right hip down, left hip up. Right shoulder down, left shoulder up. You got to create more tilt. You cannot, your upper body cannot slide forward and play good. I mean, you can play decent, but you're not going to play any good consistently. That's why you lose so much power, because you're outside. Now, how much is that outside in? And this is where the camera angle makes a difference. We've got this more on your hand line. Takeaway's fine. You stand up out of your posture and you straighten your trail leg a little bit. And then you stand up out of your posture at impact. We're not even going to worry about that right now because we're not in a position to worry about that. You got what?
I didn't hit any good shots when you filmed it, but it probably would look the same to you.
It would. It doesn't matter. The face angle at impact is all that matters. We're talking about body positions right now. You can figure out how to. If you hit enough balls, you can play with any swing. It's just you're not going to play but 1 out of 3 days well with it. You're a good enough athlete. If you hit enough balls, you'll figure out how to play with what you